Hello, I'm Shihab Ratansi in Washington. Here are the main stories brought to you by Al Jazeera. Israel says it's investigating 100 complaints of misconduct during the war on Gaza. It's defended the 22-day offensive, though, saying its actions, including the use of white phosphorus, conformed to international law. From Jerusalem, Al Jazeera's Shireen Tadros said there were few surprises in the report released on Thursday, except the admission that complaints were being investigated.
The Foreign Ministry is for the first time telling us that there are around 100 complaints that are being investigated. Also within that, we understand around 13 to 15 criminal investigations. But of course, there are dozens of families in Gaza that are trying to go through legal proceedings to try and bring Israel to justice, and claiming that Israel, during its conduct during the war, in fact did commit serious violations of international law.
In Iran, baton-wielding police have fought with thousands of protesters at a gravesite memorial for victims of the country's post-election unrest. The crowds gathered at a memorial for Neda Agha Sultan, a 27-year-old woman whose death has become a rallying cry for opposition protesters. Witnesses say police fired tear gas and beat the mourners in an attempt to disperse them. And the demonstrations reportedly spread to other parts of the capital, Tehran, and more violence with security forces erupted. The leader of the group responsible for days of violence in northern Nigeria has been killed, according to state authorities. They say Mohammed Yusuf, who is the leader of the Boko Haram Islamist group, was shot and killed while in police custody. Police have arrested dozens of his supporters. It follows hours of gun battles outside Yusuf's compound. At least 2 people have been killed during a demonstration in support of the ousted Honduran president, Manuel Zelaya. That happened in the Honduran capital, where police clashed with Zelaya's supporters. Police fired tear gas to disperse the crowds, and several were injured. Zelaya has repeatedly vowed to return to Honduras and return to power, but so far the interim government has refused to allow him back into the country. And those are the top stories. Don't forget, you can always keep up to date with the news on our website. The address, aljazeera.net/English.